What's going on, Geminis? We're going to go ahead and jump into your June 2023 monthly reading. And we're going to take a look and see what the energies are for you for the month. I'm deciding to keep the spread that I was doing before. So like the first row being your career, your goals and your ambitions. The second row being relationships. And of course, the third row is going to be any messages from your guides. So if I'm a little bit more chill in this video, it's because I just got done working out not too long ago. So I'm just kind of mellowed out. And yeah, but I feel good. So let's get into it, Gemini. Feel free to check your other placements as well, like your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. All right, let's take a look. So of course, if you're new to the channel, this first row, like I said, is going to be in regards to your career, your goals, the ambitions that you have at this time. Second row is going to be in regards to your relationships. I think a lot of you are awaiting a response here, Gemini, when it comes to relationships. I'm hearing further planning. So if there's been some plans that have been in the mix in regards to your relationships or a relationship, I think they will progress here. Let's take a look here at this last row. Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, and you have the Nine of Swords here. Some of you may stress a little too much. Kind of feel like once your mind gets going, it doesn't stop, huh, Gemini? So I think your guides want you to trust your intuition a little bit more with this last row. Of course, I'm going to touch more on this. I'm just pulling the channel messages through really quickly that are coming out. But I would trust your intuition a little bit more. Some of you may get too much in your mind about things and you try to rationalize everything. And sometimes it's just like be in tune with the energy, right? What are you feeling? All right, let's see. What do we got here? You have You Are Good Enough. You have this Uranus change. Woo, Gemini. This is about to be a drastic shakeup for you here in the month of June. It looks good, though. You know, Uranus is sudden, right? It can be a sudden insight or sudden epiphanies, sudden awakenings. And Uranus also rules community. So for some of you, this could be changes in your community, changes in like groups or social groups. But also, you know, Uranus is about, you know, sudden shifts and pivots and changes and maybe unexpected things. But it doesn't I don't really get the energy here that it's like anything that's going to like throw you off that bad. I think that this is going to be something, it's like a good change here for you. Interesting. The shapes on here are getting my attention. I think this one's like Metatron's cube, Gemini. I don't know the all the shapes, but so maybe there's a message there for you. Oh yeah, you're going through a big change here. Oh yeah, I've never used this deck. It's my first time using it. So, and this card says Death, which is like the Death card, right? So definitely there's been a lot of changes, a lot of transformations that you've been going through here. And I get that, especially in your relationships. And I'm not saying like you've been ending all your relationships, but I just feel like there's just been these phases of your relationships that have been changing, right? It's like one phase, the next phase, the next phase. But it's like you're maturing through the experiences of those changes here. And now when I read this row with the relationships, it's in regards to all your relationships. So it could be love, it could be romance, it could be friendship, community. It just depends on what the energy is genuinely trying to say. I don't force storylines on my channel. If the energy is not love, I'm not going to sit here and be like, ooh, you know. I'm going to read it exactly how it comes out. So, and you also have this success pride, and it's the crown here. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, huh, Gemini? So, I think the universe is wanting you to take pride in your success. You know, don't be afraid to flaunt it or floss it. You know what I mean? I'm going to start saying that word, floss. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. I think I've been listening to too much Tupac. I was like, what is floss? What does he mean by floss? I mean, I knew like intuitively what he was saying, but then I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's a dope word. Floss on him. You have the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the High Priestess here in regards to your career and your ambitions and your goals. I think there's some success that you're grabbing here, and this is exactly what the Success Pride card is down here, the crown. It's like you need to be proud of your work and not be afraid to flaunt it, right? Not in an arrogant way, but be proud of like what you do. And Mars is in Leo. It's okay to have pride, right? If you work hard, you bust your ass, and you invest your energy into something, you should be prideful when the success comes, because you put that energy and that hard work into it. So, and with the High Priestess being here, High Priestess is all about the inner reflection, right? The deepening of awareness that you can tap into. There's a lot of potential I get that you're still harnessing and developing. And I think it's like that to the day we know, into the day we leave, basically. But for some of you, it's like you may be keeping like, I'm kind of getting, it's like maybe you're not timid, but you're a little bit shy when it comes to maybe like, I don't know why it's coming to mind when somebody's like, so what do you do for work? You get what I'm saying? Like, when you get that question, so what do you do for work? It's like, I think you should own what it is that you do here, and definitely keep harnessing that creativity as well. There's like those sudden downloads or intuitive inspirations that you get. I think they're going to help you here. You have this "You Are Good Enough" card, and it's the full moon in Virgo. And I feel like, again, the High Priestess, it's not that it's a timid energy or a shy energy. It's more so like reserved, right? And sometimes we can be in a reserved energy when we think that, when we're kind of in an energy of being unsure, right? Or maybe a little bit too sensitive to like criticism, or, you get what I'm saying? Like sometimes that just happens, right? So I feel like, but I think the universe is wanting you to be prideful and realize like, you're good at what you do. And the more you can harness and hone in on your craft and keep doing what it is that you're doing, take success and pride in the journey. You have the Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Hermit here in regards to relationships. Like I said, if you're awaiting a response, I feel like there's movement here for sure. You getting a response. There's clarity. I think it's very important for you to speak your truth in all your relationships here with the Queen of Swords. It's not, and it's not like in a brash way. It's more so just like, I think there's a need to just be upfront, communicate, like, be honest. And, yeah. And I also get with this Hermit, it's like, I think there's going to be a lot of changes in your relationships, but it's not like, it's more so, I think the change is going to be to where, now it makes sense. The sun's in Gemini, right? So the change is really like you putting the emphasis on yourself and sort of figuring out your own inner world and really discovering like what it is that you want to do and tapping into your own autonomy. I would say here that the only thing, when it's like your solar return, or if the sun's going through your first house or whatever the case might be, is like just to be aware of other people. But I think the main focus and the spotlight's on you, though. So we'll clarify this. We'll get more into depth and see what it is. And like I said, this last row with the Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, I think your guides or the universe or the divine wants you to trust your intuition here more. Realize that you can't rush a process. I always say this, you can't rush the process, but you can definitely build momentum. And sometimes when we're in the Nine of Swords energy, it's like our minds are going a million miles an hour. We want to get a million things done at one time, and it's just not possible, right? And the Queen of Cups is telling you to relax, be in the flow, allow things to happen and come to you. Did I press record? Yeah. All right, Geminis. I feel like I always pull Virgo energy every time I do a Gemini read, because the Hermit's Virgo, and This, and you got the full moon in Virgo up here. God damn, my nose, bro. Clarify this Four Wands. Hangman. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Hermit again. Justice card. Oh, yeah. Man, you can take something as far as you want to take it, Gemini. I know it's common sense, but when you got the High Priestess and the Justice card, it's like, it's about how much energy you invest into it. Because what you put in is exactly what you'll get back. And the Justice card is karma. It's the law of balance. It's the universal law of balance. And with the High Priestess, it's like, like your potential is endless. It's just how you harness it and use it and understand like the laws of the universe, the laws of, like the law of attraction. It's like you put in the work, the universe will reward you. You have the Hermit, Three of Pentacles here. I see some of you actually developing your craft, actually probably even learning from a mentor here as well. And a mentor doesn't have to be somebody that's like physically in person. You can just be learning something in depth more from a person who has the wisdom or the experience here. And it's like you're applying that to your goals, to your ambitions here. And I think because of that, I think you'll be developing something even further. You have the Hangman and the Four Wands. Again, this card is definitely linked to this right here, because you need to be proud of like your hard work and what you've done, but understand as well that there's a lot more work to do. There's a lot more potential that's there for you. There's a, sometimes we get comfortable. I'm not saying this is you, but it's like when we climb one mountain, we get the success. We sort of chill for too long. It's like you need to embrace it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and truly celebrate it. But it's like I feel the universe is also as well as like wanting you to know that there's still more work to do, or there's still more things that you can accomplish here. And I feel as long as you stay focused, I feel like you'll be very successful. Let's clarify this relationship, bro. Nine of Cups. Three of Cups. Two of Wands here. Oh, yeah, you got a wish coming towards you, Gemini. Everything's looking pretty good in your relationship, bro. I'll be honest with you. I see you making plans to travel with maybe a friend or friends, or maybe you're even in love. I'm picking up energies in love too. You could be making plans with somebody that's in your romantic life or your love life here. I see you guys enjoying. I see you really involved, really social here, Gemini. I'll pull one more on this because I want to see what this is. The Fool card. I think you're I see some of you traveling for sure, going places, doing things. If you're single, I feel like there's definitely somebody that's in your energy or coming into your energy. It could be a Virgo. I was about to say Leo. Could be a Leo. Or I was about to say Aries, but I said Leo. It could be a Leo or Aries. But again, I think it's important to speak your mind and speak your truth in regards to your relationships. Don't be afraid to ask for what it is that you want. Right? Some of you are role models here, Gemini, and or you look up to a certain individual as a role model. So there could be something significant that happens there. But I think a lot of you are role models, whether you realize this or not. So I think your actions, I'll just be aware of your actions around, certain people, because I think people look up to you. But it's not in like it's not in a negative way. It's just like, yeah. Let's take a look at this last row. Let's see. Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah, I think the message here from your higher self is learning when to be active and learning when to rest. Like learning when act. This has been coming out quite a bit. I don't think it's just you, Gemini. Like winning. Some of y'all gonna be winning. Learning when to, learning when activity is appropriate and when and understanding like when it's not. When it's just time to just relax and chill out. I think as well. I think your guides want you to be upfront with, you know, with with your intentions, and not don't be afraid to communicate like your expectations or maybe even like your boundaries or whatever the case might be here. And if I would say this too, I think you may kind of get self-conscious sometimes about maybe what people think about you. And I feel like this is even in love as well. Like you may feel like super like aware of like maybe how somebody's judging you, or are they judging you, or will they judge you. I think that's all in your mind here, Gemini. So I feel like the universe wants you to let, like, to relax here. Yeah, Four Swords. I think it wants you to relax. So I'm gonna pull you one more card here, Gemini. You have this nourishment transformation, and it's a scarab. Yeah, you have a lot of change cards here. Transformation, death card, which is transformation. Uranus, which is change. Uranus is actually the master of transformations. So yeah, big pivots, big changes. So yeah, so that's what I got for you, Geminis, in your June 2023 monthly reading. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link's down below in the description. If you want me to take a look more in depth at a question you may have in regards to a particular situation, you can go to my website, book a reading. Yeah, follow me on TikTok and Instagram if you want to keep up with me. And the video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all later.